So, you ready?
Hope so.
Yes, welcome everybody. So, you have some energy for us? Okay, great. Yes, first of all, I tried to be a little bit interactive, so I have two questions for you and a task. So the first question is, who of you has school kids? Okay, no, not too bad. And who of you bought supplies after summer vacation for school? Okay, you see. And have you ever thought about how difficult this is for a brand like STABILO to understand their consumers? So think about that, and we will try to show you how we get closer to consumers than ever before, in that case with STABILO. And yeah, let's go back to school. First of all, let's talk about current challenges in our industry. Yeah, we are all facing, and first of all, I talked a lot with corporate market researchers, and one thing I hear a lot of times is we have to do more with the same budget, which means the world has become more complex, we have more challenges, but the budgets are not increasing the same level. The world is getting more complex, so we have to be more efficient. Another challenge, the need for speed. Yeah, the world is changing, it's getting faster, and we have to be faster in delivering insights. There are speed up projects, 24 hours projects, 8 hours projects, so we all have hear about that, or maybe you already did some speed up projects. And we have to be agile. Everything has to be agile. Our projects have to be organized agile, our organization has to be agile, and so on. Third, the customer in the boardroom. This is, since a decade, or this phrase is joining us. So mostly every company is now really trying to implement a customer-centric decision-making. And on the other hand side, there are challenges like declining willingness to participate on the participant side. So, we are a panel provider, so we have some experience in digital data collection. And we see over the years it's getting harder to reach the people, so especially among the young targets. And also, when we play with third-party apps, like we do in online qualitative research, this is pretty common or popular to provide third-party apps for the projects, to do diaries or forum or focus groups. The acceptance rate is really, really low. So you might not recognize this because you're not on the data collection side, but it's not easy. It's a fight for usage times. And all these challenges led to a decision at Bilendi this year that we acquired a company called Discuss Now, and now it's called Bilendi Discuss. And we want to tackle these challenges. And I'm super happy that today William is here on my side. So he's the co-founder of Discuss Now Bilendi Discuss. And I'd like to introduce you Bilendi Discuss with a short video, 1 minute, and afterwards I would like to hand over to William.
We're all connected. You can send a message to your family, colleagues or neighbours anytime with your phone. Imagine that you could chat with your consumers the same way. With Bilendi Discuss, you can. Bilendi Discuss allows you to get answers from your consumers anytime, anywhere. Ask burning questions, get feedback and generate instant insight on popular messaging apps to help you make your next big decision. Our built-in artificial intelligence helps you collect and analyze data in a way you've never seen before. It's almost effortless. The Insight View console delivers verbatim, pictures and sentiment analysis. It helps you become even more productive. The time has come for brands to change how they interact with their audience. Bilendi Discuss, real-time insights into the minds of your customers or into the minds of millions of panelists around the world. Try a next-generation multi-channel solution.
Okay, hello. So my name is William Etta, so I'm co-founder of Discuss Now, Bilendi Discuss. I have a quick question for you. So who use WhatsApp as a messaging application? So please raise your hand. so everybody, I think. Facebook Messenger, another messaging app. Okay, cool. So we can see that maybe the main application used by everybody around the world is WhatsApp. So the idea is how to connect to every consumer around the world. And so Bilendi Discuss is really a platform that allows you to connect and to make the participant choose the preferred messaging application, decide to connect with a brand to discuss. The idea, of course, is for the participant to interact with you with no effort, with no friction, in a natural way, and in a way, he uses everyday messaging apps. So he knows perfectly how to answer a question, how to post a picture, how to post a video, etc. So we allow brands to talk directly through messaging apps, directly on messaging apps. So we run different kind of projects, and with this platform, of course, you can generate insights, you can enter into a conversation with your consumers, with your customers, with also your employees. So you can decide, for instance, to ask your employees in a store a feedback after the pandemic, the behavior of the client in the store, and you can manage all the discussion directly inside the application. So we are talking about qual and quant, and with this application, we avoid the frontier between qual and quant, because we can also do qual at big scale and qual at scale, so we can really generate conversation at large scale through 100 or 1,000 people directly on the messaging application. And for them, it's very engaging. So this morning we talk about how to engage, how to connect. And I think the best way to connect with people is to talk directly where they are, so on their messaging apps. So no app to download, no website to connect, nothing else. Directly where they are. So different type of usage of the platform. So the platform and Bilendi Discuss is used by also corporates, so and clients, market research, and media agencies for different types of projects. Of course, you can run a qual survey, or you can get the feedback, for instance, in a hotel, in the moment, so before or in the moment or after, and it's very important to have the in the moment feedback. Also, you can do projects like mystery shopping. You can also ask people to give their feedback on a new product, so they just have to scan a QR code and answer the question, and you enter into a conversation with them. You can also just ask your consumer a lot of things, and we also run, permanent conversation on an annual basis with customers. For instance, we work with brands like Samsung. We also work with other companies where they interact directly with their customers during the year, asking them different type of questions. You have a guy watching a TV show. Also, we can, of course, generate live feedback and interact directly with the TV watcher or during a TV show or politics show. So in France, in the next month, we have the presidential election, and we will have a lot of political TV show, etc. So we will have the feedback of people and interact with them during the TV show, because you all have your smartphone watching a TV show, so we can interact directly with you. And also, of course, you can do a lot of things, also product tests, communication testing directly through Bilendi Discuss. So a lot of type of usage, but I think a great usage today is STABILO, and so let's go back to school with Maximilian.
Thanks. I'm from STABILO. We are selling pens and pencils. One of our period where we make the most of our value turnover is back to school, and so it's really important for us to know how is the feeling of the consumer while they are buying pens for back to school. At STABILO, we are facing a problem that I think a lot of people also will face. 5 years ago, everyone in the company started talking about customer centricity. Everyone started with it. So I said, okay, let's be customer centric. We started with some small projects. with a small budget. 5 years later, we have a lot of big projects, a lot of small projects, but the same low budget than 5 years before. And so we have to do a lot of DIY market research. So you see on the left side, we are sitting for focus groups in our headquarters in near of Nuremberg or in Munich, doing some market research. We are doing the recruitment by ourselves. We are doing the interviews by ourselves. We are doing the reporting by ourselves with a 2-man team or 1.5-man team. And with Corona, we couldn't do some big focus groups, so we made single interviews. It's really, really time consuming with a small team. And so we need some more options to make some researches. And then 2 months ago, I saw Andreas in Frankfurt on a congress, and he told me something about Bilendi Discuss. And we said, okay, could be the perfect thing for us, because back to school is near, kids go to school again, the kids buy pencils or the parents buy pencils, and so we had our first project together. So we asked the people, please take us with you when you go shopping. So we had we started with William with an onboarding meeting, half an hour, where he showed us the tool, how it works, and so on. And it was really just half an hour, because the tool is easy to use, and we know after half an hour how to deal with it. So we made the first question in it, set it up. For example, what belongs in your pencil case? And we set it up, and we knew, okay, Friday, 12 o'clock, first question goes out. And we were sitting in front of our laptop. Will it work? Will it work? When will we get the first answers? And then bam, 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 we get the first answers. So we get 50 answers within really short time. We get a lot of pictures of pencil cases. We get pictures of school supplies lists. So everything that we want to know, we get from the customers. And if we had some questions, for example, on the pencil case on the left, where we can't see every pen, we said, come on, guy, thanks for this picture, but please show us every pen. And we get 20 pictures from him where we gave us every pencil in a single picture. So we had a really great time 1 week with our customers, and we felt like they took us by their hand, go with us shopping, gave us pictures from all the shopping feeling. We get the pictures, asked, hey, what was the first brand that you saw when you went into the stationery market? They gave us the answers. So we were in a dialogue, in a communication with them, and it felt like talking with friends for 1 week. For example, we also had some subjects what the children will paint. Is it are these things like just pictures? Is it hand lettering and so on, that we know, okay, our communication, in which direction should it be? And we were big fans of that, because we could talk with our consumers from everywhere. So this photo was on a weekend when I was on a bike tour together with my colleague. We had a break for drinking, and both of us were on our smartphone to have a conversation with our customers, because it was not work, it was fun. And we had the experience that we have been never so close to our customers when they were buying pencils. We had the possibility of voice messages to get from the people, so we could listen to their words that they use when they are talking. So, for example, we had one customer who every every answer that she gave to us was a text message. And after that she said, wow, it's so cool that I can a questionnaire with just text messages and don't voice messages and don't have to text anything. As I said, it was like a dialogue with our consumers or with friends. And the tool gave us the possibility to take all answers directly in the back-end tool, where we don't had, after 1 week, a big pocket of data where we had to take everything from the scratch. So we could every day take every answer that came in directly. So after 1 week, everything was fine. We could take the answers for us. And also in the company, everyone was really happy about these insights that we get, because we were never so close to the customer than before. And so we are currently thinking about the next project with Bilendi Discuss, because it was sometimes it felt like a drug, because every evening we were sitting at home on our laptops, because we wanted to answer our customers the questions, or their answers. We answered on their answers. And my wife hates you, Andreas, because every evening I was sitting on my laptop talking with our customers. But I think
it was him.
And you. But I think we will do the next projects together again.
Oh, cool. So thanks, Max. So this was not haven't told about the presentation before. So great to hear your experience here live. So you heard a lot from Max about their experience in working with it, how they do it, how they realize it, and I want to point out one special thing again. William talked about a bit earlier about it, but why does it work so well for the participants? This is really important, because this is a game changer. I don't like this word, but this is a USP right now for us. Remember, the participants, they can use the preferred messenger apps. They don't need another app. So for them, it's effortless. It's like a home visit, for you. You go where they are digitally. And this leads to very high acceptance rates and response rates. So especially with young targets. So it's a huge difference when we're talking about servers with an email invitation compared to these kind of projects. It's a huge difference. The app is familiar to them. There's no download needed. And it's extremely fast. So WhatsApp is always on, and the push notifications, most of the times, they are on by default. And last but not least, it's an excellent user experience, because it's a major technology, and there are hundreds of developers on the technology, so it's always state of the art. I also want to highlight another speech tomorrow. It's another topic. So here we have the pencil case and the school supplies. And tomorrow we have a speech from Alexandra from Bonsai and Katharina from Next Gen Beauty, and they talk about how they get men to talk about beauty. A very interesting, completely different case, but the technology backbone is Bilendi Discuss. So I really recommend that you also listen to this speech tomorrow. So I told you I have 2 questions and 1 task. So now at the end of the presentation, this is the task. So I invite you to scan this code here in the audience, and also the participants online. And then you can experience how it feels to be a participant. It's just 3 tasks, 3 questions. And afterwards, you can tell us if you like it, contact us, and we show us the backend. We show us your answer in just a few minutes if you want, and how it looks like in the backend of the technology. So let's discuss. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay. I would want to start with questions from the virtual audience, actually.
Okay, great.
So we have a question from Edward. He's asking, how is this different from all the mobile ethnography apps that have been available for more than 5 years?
I mean, this is the first, the answers in the question. So it's a third-party app. Yeah, this is the big difference. It's something people have to download. This is it's an effort. We know that the acceptance rates are really low for this. You don't see it if you are on market research and an agency or an end client. You don't see the challenge. But we, as a digital data collector, we see the challenge that we have to struggle with low acceptance rates when it comes to third-party apps.
Yeah, so also, people have to learn how to post a picture, video, etc. So talking directly through messaging apps like WhatsApp, Messenger, you can talk to, of course, senior people, also old people that know perfectly how to post a picture, video, and also if you need them to share their preferred music, their location, different links, all the application today you can share anything through WhatsApp, Messenger to illustrate your answer. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Hello there. I can see it's going to be quite useful to get some quick, fast data. I understand the fact that people are already used to WhatsApp and how it helps and all of this. So I can see it as quite flexible, quite fast. All of this I get. But how far can you go in terms of how complex or how deep the answers that you're going to get? I don't know, maybe it's for Maximilian. Did you try things like, why are you doing this, or how do you feel about this? How far did you go into the complexity and depth?
Yes, we tried it, and it worked. So it was like chatting with a friend. So when I asked them, how were you feeling when you went to the shop, they said, oh, it was a wow. I was standing in front of the shelf, thousands of pens, and I didn't know what to do in the first time. And we could ask, and we could ask, and could ask. And we always get a real deep answer about that. And I think it's also really good that they can make a voice message where they can give us their feelings better than in a text message. It was really good.
Yes, and also using messaging apps is very different from texto or SMS. Okay, so you have a lot of content, and we can show you.
Okay, thank you very, very much.